Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Programming Hub. Today we are going to discuss an interesting and very much type of complicated program. In the whole my lecture series, this program is very much hard for me to understand it, for to be understand it. Okay, so I have just to explain this program in very detailed wise so you can understand it very easily. Okay, I have taken much time to understand this program personally. Okay, so I don't want you to understand it taking much of the time. Okay, so this is all the program, and this program is all about nothing but the multiplication of the matrix. As you know, this is a kind of complicated process of multiplicating a two matrices in a simple notebook. So whatever there happens, we are just going to do in our C programming. Okay, so the coding is kind of complicated, but it is easy to understand once you go through it thoroughly. Okay, so I hope you all learn this you I hope you will learn this lesson thoroughly and understand what I'm saying, and you just see how the program manipulate the system and the different and the whatever we get the output, how it going to be manipulated. Okay, so let's start without wasting the time. Okay, so here is our command line. First of all, write a program to do the multiplication of the two matrices. Okay, and here is our two library function hash include standard input output and console input output. As we are dealing with the matrices, so we know that we are using the array type variable, okay, with the 2 × 2 matrix. Okay, here is our void main function and opening curly brace of our void main function, and inside that I have passed almost 6 variables here. Integer data inside the integer data type, and these variables are a 2 × 2 matrix, b 2 × 2 matrix, c 2 × 2 matrix. These a b c are array variables. Okay, and here is our ijk normal real variables. Okay, normal integral variables. And after that, here is our clear screen command, so we do not want any previous result in our output section. And here is our printf, enter the value of matrix a. Okay, so and after that for loop I is equal to j, I is less than to I plus plus, opening of for loop, and inside the for loop here's another for loop, mean for inside for. Okay, it is nested for, and inside that j is equal to 0, j less than 2, and j plus plus, and opening of the j variable for loop, and here is the scanf %d and aij. So whatever the values user write in the initialize, means whatever the user write are going to be assigned to my a matrix. Okay, a variable matrix, which is 2 × 2, means the user have to write totally 4 values which are going to be assigned to my a matrix. Okay, so how that happens, just go through it. Okay, so first of all, I is equal to j and j is equal to j 0. So okay, I 0 and j 0. So first of all, a 0 0. So whatever the user write the value is first of all going to my variable a 0 0. Again, secondly, when the j values becomes 1, which is less than 2. Okay, here we write, and then again it is in now second partly here the whatever the second value user is going to write is going to be assigned a variable 0 and 1, because now secondly the j value becomes 1 incremented. Okay, now again j becomes 2, but here the test condition becomes false because 2 is now less than 2. So this loop breaks, and again the I value is going to be incremented as here is a I, so I plus plus. Okay, so now the I value becomes 1. Okay, now again j value inside that becomes 0. So the third value of a matrix is going to be assigned to my variable 1 0, because now the I value is 1 and the j value is again 0. So third value is going to be assigned to my a 1 0. Okay, now again the j value becomes 1, so the fourth value is going to be assigned to my variable 1 1, a 1 1. Okay, in this way 4 values are going to be assigned to my a variable matrix. Okay, a 0 0, a 0 1, a 1 0, and a 1 1. Okay, in the same way and after that here are the closing curly brace of both the for loops first of all j for loop and secondly I for loop. Okay, in the same way we are going to write the enter the value of B matrix. Okay, as you can see, same function printf enter the values of B matrix, I is equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus, j 0, j less than. So in the same way the value of B 0 0, B 0 1, B 1 0, B 1 1, four values are going to be entered into the B matrix. Okay, and here we have written the four values, means 4 and 4, 8 values are totally up to now going to be is added inside the system. Now we have to just do the multiplication of the matrix, and the main program starts now of how to do the multiplication. Up to now you have just see in my previous programs of matrices that how to write the 2x2 matrix inside the output section. Okay, so up to now here is a common thing, but now there is a change of how to do the multiplication. Okay, so here first I have to assign my first for loop I is equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus, opening brace of my for loop, and then again for loop for j variable, j is equal to 2 less than 2, j plus plus, and opening brace of my j for loop, and inside that I have to write Cij is equal to 0 0. First I have to assign Cij, means my third matrix values is equal to 0. Okay, so for 2 as it is also 2x2 matrix, means all the values are 0 0 0 0. Okay, means my J matrix is a type of null matrix, means having 0 values all. Again here we are dealing with the third loop, because in the multiplication of the two matrices we have to deal with the three for loops. Okay, to do the multiplication process, and here I have assigned for loop of k variable inside the j variable. As you can see, first of all I have assigned for I variable inside that, okay, one second, I variable inside the j variable, and inside the Cij I have assigned 0, and then k variable, and again here is an opening curly brace of my k variable, and inside there what I have to just write Cij is equal to Cij plus Aij multiply Kj. Now what happens, first of all Cij is here is 0. Okay, here in this part Cij value is 0, so 0 plus addition of these term Aik and Bkj. So what happens here is, first of all I's value is 0 and K value is also 0. So first of all multiplication of I 0 and 0, A 0 0 happens with the Bkj, simply means that K value is also 0, J values, means first of all the multiplication of A 0 0 multiply with the B 0 0. Okay, and that value is going to be assigned to my Cij variable. Now the Cij variables changes from 0 to certain value, whatever is the value here we get in the output is going to be assigned to my Cij variable. Okay, again this loop circulate and the value of k changes. Okay, k becomes now 1. Okay, now again this Cij plus, and second time this Cij contains certain value because of the first cycle. Inside the first cycle this value is going to be assigned to my Cij. So in this part Cij contains certain value, and that is going to be added to my again this variable, but now the k value changes from 0 to 1. Okay, now first of all I is 0 yet only, so I a10. So first of all, because k value is 1, so first of all a10 value is going to be multiplied to my k10 variable. In this way again two values are going to be multiplied and then added with the Cij variable, and then again it is going to be assigned to my Cij variable. Then again k value becomes 2, which is not necessary, which is not true for the test condition. Then this break, and then this loop breaks and the j value becomes 1, and again the k values become 0 and 1, and when the value of I value becomes 1, then again the whole loops are going to be executed again and again up to the when I values becomes 1, and inside the k values become also for value of I, the k values also become to 1. Up to that the program is going to be run again and again inside the loop section. Okay, but this is kind of system, means it is kind of automatic process inside the system. Once you have to just write the program for that system function, and then you have to just do the mathematical calculations. Okay, all this work is going to be done by the system. Up to now, here we have multiplied all my two matrices, I just, and which are going to be assigned to my Cij variable. Now what I'm just going to do, after that I have to just print the value of Cij matrix. Okay, and to do that, here is the first of all printf statement. The result for the multiplication of given two matrices is this. So in the same process as for assigning a and b, for I is equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus, inside that j0, j less than 2, j plus plus, printf percentage is Cij. Whatever is the last value updated for the Cij variable is going to I get it here only. Okay, and at the last, and here is a printf Cij for inside the j loop, and again here is the closing curly brace of my j loop, and after that printf slash n means for next line, so that we want the values in the matrix form. Okay, that's why I use slash n means to the next line. First two terms are going to be in the first line in a particular row, and secondly after second line, after leaving first, after to the another line, we are going to write the another row. In this way we get the answer in the matrix form. And here is a closing curly brace of my I for loop. Okay, means I variable for loop, and at the end here is a get ch statement and closing curly brace. So here is all our program of multiplication of a matrix. Now I'm just going to run this program and see what happens in the output section. So let's see. Control F9 is for running program. Enter the values of matrix. So totally I have to write 8 values for A and B. Okay, 4 values in each. So first I'm writing 1, enter 2, enter 3, enter 4. 4 values I have assigned to my A matrix. Then again enter the value of B matrix. 5, enter 6, enter 7, enter 8. Okay, and enter. The result here got is 19. So first of all, value of 1 is going to multiply with the 5. Okay, and then add it. So as we do the, as you can use the notebook and use you are going to multiply these two matrices 1 2 3 4, 1 2 in the first row, 3 4 in the second row, and then 5 6 7 8, then you get the same result as we got here. Okay, so this is all about the multiplication of the matrix, and I hope you know, you kind of understand, you little much bit understand about the matrix. If you don't, then see the video again and try to understand the concept, how to do it in the programming section, how to multiply the two matrices in the program. Okay, I know this is a kind of bit complicated program to understand, but if you understand once, then you can make any type of multiplication, any types of matrices, and you can do any operation you want in the matrices and also in the different type of functions. Okay, so in the C program, not only we are going to deal with the two cross two matrices, but we have to also multi-array form of matrices. Also we are dealing with 3 cross 3 or 4 cross 4. So for that function we are going to use another for loop, means we have to use more than 3 for loops here. In this two multiplication of matrix of two matrices, we are dealing with the 3 for loops. Okay, so when the number of rows and columns increases, the number of loops also increases, and that kind of becomes complicated program. But this is a basic kind of program of multiplication of matrix. Okay, so if you are not yet understand, so go through the program again and try to understand each and every statement, and try to make it in a notebook so that you can easily understand how the value of each and every variable changes and how that is going to be assigned to particular variable. Okay, inside the system all the values are simply going to be multiplied, means it is a simple way of operating or multiplying and addition, but using the loop we are going to made it through inside the system. Okay, so I hope you all understand this, and if you don't, then you go through the program, I would say again. So thank you, just So that's all for today. So thank you guys for watching this video, and sure to like, subscribe and share to my YouTube channel Programming Hub. And now I'm just going to exit from my Turbo C software, and the shortcut key for that is Alt X. Okay, thank you guys.